Hello, y'all. Let's do some college football updates. Special Monday for Victory Monday for my Panthers, which I'll get to that. Currently, right now, it's the third quarter. Buccaneers are up 14-10 over the Chiefs. But this is college football Week 10 update. Let's get to it. Let's start with the ranked games. Oregon taking down Michigan 38-17. Dylan Gabriel, 22 out of 34, 294 passing yards, and a touchdown on the air. So big day for the Ducks, and still the number one team in the country. Florida scared Georgia, but Georgia prevails with a 34-20 win over Florida. Ohio State, this is the biggest story of the day. Ohio State gets a big win on the road in Happy Valley to take down the Penn State Nittany Lions 20-13. Will Howard, 16 out of 24, 182 passing yards, two touchdowns, and a pick, and a big win for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Duke falls short to, not short. They got splashed by the Miami Hurricanes 53-31. Tennessee and their black unis get a 10-point win against Kentucky, 18-28. South Carolina gets their second win against Texas A&M as they beat them 44-20 over the 10th ranked team in the country, Texas A&M, which no surprise, they're coming off a big win against LSU. They're coming off a big win against LSU, and now here we are, and tough loss. Not only this, but here's some bigger upsets. Texas Tech upsets Iowa State 23-22. Louisville upsets Clemson 33-21. Indiana gets a big win 47-10 over Michigan State. Boise State beating San Diego State 24-56. Kansas State falls to Houston 19-24. SMU, their biggest win of their first season in the ACC, they get a monster win against the undefeated Pittsburgh Panthers 25-48. Their running back Smith, 23 carries, 161 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and he averaged 7 per run. Ole Miss takes down, bottles Arkansas and ends the game 63-31. Army shutting down Air Force 3-20. And Minnesota is a bowl team. They got clinched their eligible bowl game as they beat Indiana 25-17. All right, here are the unranked games. Purdue in overtime beats Purdue 26-20. NC State crushes Stanford 28-59. Another overtime game in Syracuse, but Syracuse wins a huge win against Virginia Tech 38-31. Vanderbilt, for the first time since 2018, how does it feel? How does it feel to be getting back into a bowl game? How does it feel? UCLA upsets Nebraska 27-20. Another big win for UCLA. How about that? Back-to-back wins under Deshaun Foster as their head coach, and they get another big road win against Nebraska, who they need one more win to get a bowl game, and it's in their hands but falls short. The Tar Heels taking down the Seminoles 35-11 against Florida State. Arizona State are in the bowl game, of course. They took down the last place Oklahoma State Cowboys 42-21. Arizona gets demolished by UCF 12-56. Iowa wins the Cup 42-10 over Wisconsin. Washington, a huge win against USC in home plate 21-26. Baylor gets a good win against TCU 34-37 as the hunt for a bowl game for both of those teams are still in their hands. And Colorado State takes down Nevada 38-21. Let's go to these shout-out games. To the shout-outs we go. Shout out to UConn with a win, 34-27 win against Georgia State. The Rockets of Tulsa takes down Eastern Michigan 29-28. App State taking down Old Dominion, who Old Dominion was favored by 4 points. And I said, nah. App State by 4. Will turn out to be an 8-point win for App State, 20-28. Middle Tennessee State taking down UTEP 20-13, and they got theirs, I believe, their 3rd win of the season. ULM falls to Marshall 28-23. Wyoming and New Mexico, really close game, but really good wins. 49-45. Wyoming gets a big win there. Hawaii upsets Fresno State 21-20. Shout out to Hawaii. Aloha to Hawaii. And then Georgia Southern beats South Alabama 34-30. Big win for the Hawks for Georgia Southern as they're going to a bowl game as well. All right, AP Poll Top 25. Now, of course, the College Football Committee will make their official playoff appearance, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. So that's huge for us to talk about. But let's start from 1 to 10. These are AP Poll Top 25, the updated version from yesterday. Oregon will remain at number 1 with a 9-0 overall record. Georgia at number 2, 7-1 overall record. Ohio State jumps up from number 4 to number 3 with a 7-1 record overall. Again, all these records are overalls, not conference records, overalls. There we go. Miami at number 4 with a 9-0 record, up to 1 point. Texas goes up 1 spot from 6 to 5 with a 7-1 record. Penn State falls from number 3 to number 6 with a 7-1 record. Tennessee stays at number 7 with the same record with a 7-1. How about the big one? The Hoosiers are in the top 10 as Indiana is 9-0 overall with Oregon, who are also 9-0. BYU 8-0, of course, at number 9. Notre Dame falling down to -2 against as they're in the top 10, still with a 7-1 record, but made it to the top 10. Let's talk about the Hoosiers really quickly. 9-0. Now, I'm a little concerned of this team because Michigan State was a tough opponent. They were down 10-0 until they put 42 unanswered points against them. This team's going to be good, but I think their big matchup will be Michigan. I think if they beat Michigan, they're going to be in the Big Ten championship game. But if Indiana loses that game, the door's wide open for Ohio State or Penn State to get themselves in the Big Ten championship game with, assuming, Oregon. But that's a big one there. The loser in that top 10 is Penn State. You know, I'm hearing a lot of people chanting fire James Franklin. I don't think it's going to happen. He's a good coach. Look at what he has done to this team. They're in the spot where they're going to be in the college football playoffs. Give him some time. Let us see what he's going to do in the college football playoffs. We got to see that. But yes, undefeated Miami's now in the top 4. This makes a lot of sense. They should be the top 4 AP rankings, and they should be. My issue would have been Ohio State at number 2, because I think their big win on the road against Penn State would have been pushed up to number 2, but also Georgia was really struggling. 3 INTs against a Florida defense that no one was talking about when they're coming in a 3-game winning streak. Wow. And Georgia's still number 2. I do not know why. 11-20. Alabama up by 3 to number 11 with a 6-2 record. Boise State up 3 at 12 with a 7-1. SMU with an 8-1 record at number 13, up 7. LSU at 14, 6-2, up by 2. Texas A&M 7-2 with a number 15, bottom. Ole Miss 7-2 overall record with a 16, up 3. Iowa State 7-1 record at 17, down 6. Army up 3 with an 8-0 record at 18. Clemson 6-2 at 19, down 8. And then Washington State 7-1 record at 20, up 20. So SMU was the biggest winner. Also, of course, they get a huge win in their home soil town in Dallas. Get a big win against Penn State, which they earned that win. It was a huge win for SMU. How about Iowa State and Clemson? Both of them were ranked 11, and they lose to good opponents. I think the heartbreaking loss was probably Iowa State. The worst loss was Clemson, because it was a trap game. But Clemson, are you serious? Clemson lost to Louisville? I don't know where I go from this, but oh my goodness. 21-25. Colorado 6-2, up 2 with the 21. Kansas State 7-2 at 22, -5. The Pittsburgh Panthers down 5 with a 7-1 record at 23. Vanderbilt 6-3 and 24. Welcome back to the rankings, my friends. Louisville back also with a 6-3 record at 25. So Kansas State -5, Pitt -5. Yes, I think Pitt had a tough loss against SMU, but I think the team to talk about is Kansas State. So BYU might be thinking Big 12 championship game is in their hands. Keep an eye on Colorado. Boy, you want to talk about Colorado football? This is the team that's really going to try to get into the Big 12 championship game. That's it for today. And again, I will give you my college football update for tomorrow's college football committee's selection, where they will talk about the 12-team bracket. So we'll get to see the first look. If you want to look at it, go ahead and check it out at 7 p.m. on ESPN. So get ready for that. I will also upload the NFL week number 9 update. So stay tuned, because we are going to talk about this team, and we're going to talk about the biggest winners. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to your friends about your college team. As always, see you guys in the next one. Adios.